Hi everyone, my name is Amanda Silversister and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So this channel is primarily about my experience going gray. Sometimes I veer off and talk about other experience that I think may be relative to somebody in their 50s. And I often go on tangents, and anybody who follows my page knows that I just don't edit. I just kind of barrel right on through. I don't have the technologies or the skills, but what I do have is a genuine interest in you and your gray hair journey and helping you to normalize your decision to going gray. So for all the newbies, let me just start by saying, my name is Amanda, but I do have a strong social media following on Instagram. So that's my primary account. Actually, I was just doing a reel for this company that sent me, look at these amazing shoes, and they're super, super comfy. They sent me a bright pink pair as well. So I have a lot of fun on my social media. And I was all dressed up, so I thought, oh, I gotta make a YouTube video because my followers over there are so committed. You guys have been watching my videos. I see your comments. Leave your questions in your comments down below. I will try to get back to you, even if it has nothing to do with this video. If you have questions about gray hair, I'm happy to answer them. So as you can see, my hair has gotten a bit long, so that was kind of a goal for me. For my gray hair transition, I'll just explain a little bit how it got started for me. So for me, I started, excuse me, I never edit. I just keep going through. I should have grabbed a glass of water. For me, I started going gray over COVID. And in hindsight, I realized that was actually probably a really great time to be embracing your gray hair because we were all home, we weren't doing a lot. And so that sort of embarrassment that comes with letting your gray hair grow out, I didn't experience a lot of that. And that is very common for people to feel a little bit insecure, very vulnerable. Our society has inundated us with the message that gray hair is letting ourselves go. They tell us that it will age us. They tell us that it's not beautiful. They have just made us believe all of these things. And one thing I can say quite confidently from my end, in my experience with a ton of beautiful silver sisters, some of them I've met up with, many I follow on Instagram, silver hair can be lovely and beautiful and gorgeous and all of those things. It's just stepping outside of the box of beauty that society has defined for us. I mean, really, that's the case with everything aging, right? So, you know, our wrinkles, they don't have to be something that we hide. You know, the whole aging process, we can just be pro-age and be thankful that we get the privilege of aging and not put so much pressure on ourselves. I think there's been a lot of, you know, women that are aging in the media. Some of them have decided to embrace their aging naturally. Some of them have enhanced their beauties, but there's just a lot of pressure for women to stay looking at a certain age and representing our youth, which I'm not doing. I'm happy with being 51. I'm happy with aging. You know, I'm still gonna do the things that I can. I'm gonna do my hair. I'm gonna try to, you know, use the right skincare to try to make myself look the best that I can in the age that I can. So that's kind of my mindset about it all. So anyways, I digress. As usual, I will often go off on tangents. So yeah, I did it over COVID and I felt like that was an easy time to do it. The transition from start to finish for me took me 18 months. The hardest time that I found was around the 7-mark month. I reached out to some people in the Silver Sister community and explained that I was struggling. And they were really, really encouraging. Something that really kept me motivated was documenting my journey. If you go on my Amanda Silver Sister account over on Instagram, you'll see, and my gosh, some of my videos are horribly bad, but they still capture, in essence, the grow out. And it was just it's really fun to connect with other women who support you in what you're doing and have been there before you. Yes, there will be the haters. There'll be people who will tell you that you're aging yourself, that you would look 10 years younger if you dyed your hair. But as it turns out, my definition of beauty and what makes me feel good is 1,000 times more important than Joe Schmo, usually a faceless person who decides that they're going to criticize me. What I've learned a little bit is that you will get a lot of unsolicited advice, usually from the people closest to you, sometimes colleagues. Sometimes they don't mean anything by it, sometimes they do. We are just conditioned to see something different and make a comment. Another thing for you to consider if you're going through this gray hair grow out is that you are making someone else uncomfortable with your comfort level for this change. They are used to you being this other version of yourself. And that person that may be insecure with their aging or trying desperately to hold on to their youth, once you shed that, the process of going gray has this miraculous ability to increase your confidence level like 1,000%. You no longer care what people think about you. You start really listening to the voice inside of you as to what do you like, what do you think, and that results in a better version of yourself, not because of what you look like, but because of how you're growing on the inside. And that transition and that metamorphosis, or whatever you want to call it, makes people uncomfortable. And then there are the people that I've experienced that are really has bought into this, like my value is in my youth, my value is in me looking beautiful and pretty and young and youthful. And boy, those women can come at you with a vengeance. One of them is like, I look 20 years younger than you. Go look at my Instagram. And I'm like, why? Why was it so important for me to see that she looks, or she feels she looks 20 years younger than me? She needed that validation. Excuse me, my camera is slowly starting to tilt. And so some people might say to me, and again, I've had this criticism, but you're on here on social media, aren't you looking for that validation? And actually, it's not my motivation. If it was, I would be gone a long time ago, because social media has its ups and its downs. You have to, my motivation really is, well, my motivation, let's be honest, my motivation started with trying to stay motivated on my own personal gray hair journey. As you start down that and you're documenting it, then people will reach out saying that you're inspiring them and you're motivating them. And that became the primary motivation for me coming on social media. Just knowing that somebody else has been following your journey and that you sharing your vulnerability and your experience really motivated them. That became the ultimate motivation for me. And then I started getting free stuff. And let's be honest, like, this is also very motivating for me. But it's funny because life is going to change like that. It's going to bring you down new paths. It's going to open new doors, and you have to walk through them. And I really attribute gray hair to opening all of these doors for me. I don't make a ton of money on social media, but I have had lots of free products. I do get paid for certain things. I've had some experiences I never would. I do have an Amazon storefront and blah, blah, blah. It's just like the chasing of money on here is exhausting for me. The reward is fleeting, but knowing that, I am connecting with women, it's inspiring me. That is kind of grounding. I think that's like my foundation for why I show up on all my social media platforms. So anyways, that's kind of been my experience. So anyways, I started growing up my gray hair. And yes, with some criticisms and with people's opinions, usually unsolicited. My husband was really supportive, and that was a big it was really nice to have somebody in your corner who was supporting you, as well as the Silver Sister community. So I highly recommend you follow as many of us as you can. I like YouTube because you can hear my experience, but I also like Instagram because we can connect a little bit better on there. Like, we can do some DMs and text back and forth if you need some help. So that's good. So then I'm trying to think. So 7 months, I had a bit of a hard time, connected with some Silver Sisters. They really encouraged me. I got over that hump. And then I just really started to love my gray hair. I had long hair. I chopped it into a short kind of bob. That was fun. And I did some gray blending, which really was just lightening my hair to this horrible yellow blonde tone, which I hated. I was never blonde, didn't like it. So then my new grow out was just trying to get rid of that horrible brassy color that I hated. It wasn't horrible, and it was definitely easier than growing out brown hair. I have the utmost respect and admiration for women. Red hair is a hard one to grow out, and dark hair. So I felt like I took the route that was good for me. Also, you don't need to put in your lumps. Do whatever works for you. If you don't want to cut your hair, don't cut your hair. If you want to cut your hair, cut your hair. A lot of women with the long gray hair that kind of will get it down to here and they still have this long, boy, they get a lot of people telling them, why don't you just cut your hair, you would be done. Because they don't want to. They identify, they enjoy their long hair, and this is just the process that they want to do. I have a video about some people do something called, what's it called? I can't remember, but the concept is you continue to dye up here, and then you let underneath here go gray. So then you still have your dyed hair kind of covering up the majority of the grow out. And so then when you decide to let that part grow out, strip blending, that's what it's called. for many people, they really enjoyed that. There's a lady, I can't remember her name off the top of my head. She shaved her whole head off to go gray. So you could do whatever is, best for you. I did the lightening of my hair, cut my hair short, and now I miss the length and I'm excited to get it back long, and I've been growing it long and been liking it. Okay, so now where are we on my journey? So 18 months was when I was completely done. And I would say I felt, well into my gray hair journey before that. So once I hit the 1 year mark, so it's funny because I thought in my head 1 year, oh my gosh, you'll be completely transitioned. But it took me so much longer than I anticipated. Doing it publicly almost kept me accountable to doing it, because I don't know how many of you have tried then quit. Usually if you try and quit, it's really early on. Like you'll see that skunk strip or whatever and you are just like, I can't do this. The other thing I must say is I was so surprised. So I thought, okay, my hair probably looks, so oftentimes I'll do my hair for real and I don't do the back, okay? And I have this horrible like cowlick or whatever right here. So I'm gonna just I'm gonna show you what my back looks like. I've shown it in previous videos, so this could look horrible, but I'm doing it. So it's really white here, but at the back, you will see, I don't know how bad that looked, but I still have quite a little bit of darkness back there. So I didn't think that this was the gray hair that I was gonna get. In fact, although I refer to my hair as gray hair, my hair is very white. And I'm quite happy with it. I think it looks quite pretty. I definitely have to have done some changes in my makeup and my wardrobe. So as you can see, I'm wearing a bright blue color. Never, ever as a brunette had I worn this color before, but I love it as a silver sister. I'm wearing bright pink lipstick. I will do a lot of bright pinks, a lot of burgundies. I can even do red now. I've always done burgundy as a brunette. The other thing that I think is like so important to me, I'm a very fair skinned person, and then now I have fair hair. So I do put bronzer, definitely here in the hairline and definitely here just to brighten up my face, or I feel like I look a little bit pale. Okay, so we are at 12 minutes. That was just a check-in, guys, to see that I am still here. I'm still thinking about you. I hope your gray hair journey is going well. But yeah, I think I covered everything. So 18 months for full transition. I do have, I should tell you, today these curls are done heatless. So that was another thing. I've been trying to really find ways to get my hair to do different things and have some fun with my hair. These are by Octo Curl. So like, you should see me last night. I don't recommend doing it if you're dating somebody and they haven't seen you preparing for bed, because you just have this thing stuck on your head and you've twirled these curls around. My husband looks at me like, what the hell are you wearing? But anyway, so it's not pretty, but it's very effective, and they're super soft to sleep in. So I do have videos about that, about like certain shampoos and conditioners that I use and that I like. And I've been trying some new things, and so my videos, I try to update those every now and then, because you only know what you know, and as you experience something new, I might have different tips for you. Definitely though, get yourself a purple shampoo. If you can steer away from the drugstore stuff, that's probably best. I don't mind the Dove stuff. It's one of the ones that I like, but getting a clarifying shampoo is also good for all the buildup. Actually, I clarify my hair and then I do my purple shampoo, and I only do that maybe once to twice a week now, or if I see anything, like when I see any yellowing. I think I will use my purple shampoo more in the summer months than I do in the winter months, because right now they're covered a lot with hats. What else have I learned? Yeah, heatless, good products. I do use a serum a lot. So people always ask, how do you keep your hair soft? I put a hair serum in there. I've been really liking, I always say this one wrong, AG Care, because I always want to say AG Hair, but it's AG Care. So I really like their stuff. I have their clarifying shampoo. Actually, I don't have anything purple shampoo by them, but I have like styling products from them. And when I do use heat, I always use a heat protector. So anyways, I don't think I mentioned it, but now I'm getting to the end of the video. So we moved. That's one of the reasons that I have been kind of MIA on here. So now we live in a little village with only 600 people. We have the most beautiful view. I'm looking at it right now. That's why I'm all like, I've got some what good lighting here. We love the house. I can turn my camera around, but I'm not sure. It's on a stand here. I'm not sure if you're going to see it because you're going to be looking into the light, but I don't know if you can see. Oh, you can. So our view there, it looks onto a golf course. That was kind of the main reason that we decided to move. We loved our other house too. But we can kind of picture ourselves retiring here. So we moved here in the winter, and so we actually haven't had that opportunity to go out there and enjoy it. I cannot wait till I can go out there with a cup of coffee in the morning and curl up in a chair and read my book. That's kind of my goal in life right now. So anyways, I have friends coming over tonight, so I'm having my first girl sleepover here. My husband's at a hockey game. We are going to watch Wicked. I think I am probably the only person who hasn't seen that. I love musicals, so I am excited to see that. We are definitely going to be having some snacks and some wine, and yeah, I get to show some of my friends my new place. You've seen this before, some of my closest friends. So anyways, thank you for watching this video. If you watched to the end, you know the deal. Tell me that you watched to the end so that I can feel particularly grateful for you. And if you have any questions, please do not hesitate. It might take me a little bit to get to you, but that is always my goal. Yeah, so anyways, okay, thank you for watching and take care, guys. Hopefully your gray hair journey is going great. Hang in there. You will get there too, and it is so worth it.